Nobody knew that inside our house a little fragile piece was growing up. She didn't choose the silence chose her. All I wanted was a voice inside these walls, a place to fall, a place to say it all. Not asking for the world, just asking to be heard inside my own home. Every feeling, every word, she carried it for decades, smiled through every storm, kept the pieces together while her body came undone. The weight of all that silence found a home beneath her bones, and the love she couldn't show them never meant it wasn't there. I'm sorry for the quiet, sorry for the years, sorry that my storms became the weather of your childhood. You said the scars don't leave, but you're still standing here, and that is more forgiveness than I ever thought I'd feel. All I wanted was a voice inside these walls, a place to fall, a place to say it all. Not asking for the world, just asking to be heard inside my own home. Every feeling, every little girl, you should have fought for the right to exist, fought the silence in your family, fought for the love you missed. But you were just a fragile piece, learning how to live, and everything you couldn't fight became everything you'd get. All I wanted was a voice inside these walls, a place to fall, a place to say it all. Not asking for the world, just asking to be heard inside my own home. Every feeling, every word, she stopped waiting to be heard and started singing. She built a universe so quiet and so deep, a place where she could breathe while the outside world was steep. She'd watch from where she stood with wondering eyes, the people living loudly underneath the same skies. She wasn't in their race, she never tried to win. She just watched from her own world and wondered how to begin. Peaceful where she was, but aching to belong. Safe inside her silence, but the silence was so long. She's living between two worlds and belonging to neither one. One foot in her universe, one reaching for try to speak their language, try to walk their ground, but something in her frequency just wouldn't make a sound. The outer world kept moving at a pace she couldn't keep, so she'd return to where she came from, to that universe so deep. Not broken, not defeated, just different from the rest, carrying both worlds inside her like a weight upon her chest. She's living between two worlds and belonging to neither one. One foot in her universe, one reaching for the sun. Every time she tries to cross, something pulls her back inside. She's been fighting her own battle since the day she learned to hide. It's not a war she chose, it's not a war she'll win. It's just the space she occupies between the world outside and in. And maybe that's her gift, to see what others miss, to live between the worlds and find the beauty in all this. She never chose one world, she carries both. She always will. She never chose one world, she carries both. She always will. She had a universe to conquer, a sky she meant to own, a girl with galaxies inside her who never felt alone. She mapped the stars within her, drew the road she meant to take, never knowing what was coming, never knowing hearts could break. Then the stones began to fall one by one, and then it waved something left and never came back. A part of her that had no name, not just a heart that learned to grieve, but a peace that never grew again. They threw their stones and she kept standing. They threw their stones and she held on. But standing isn't the same as living, and holding on isn't the same as strong. She lost the energy to conquer, not the dream, just the will to fight. They threw their stones until the darkness swallowed up her inner light. And suddenly a father lost, an empty space no one could fill. A wedding came before the grief, before her heart it had its fill of breathing, just of breathing. One moment just her own, but life kept moving, kept demanding, left her carrying it alone. She never got to stop and gather all the pieces that had fallen, just kept walking through the rubble, answering every call and calling. They threw their stones and she kept standing. They threw their stones and she held on. But standing isn't the same as living, and holding on isn't the same as strong. She lost the energy to conquer, not the dream, just the will to fight. They threw their stones until the darkness swallowed up her inner light. The dream is still in there somewhere, underneath the weight of years. is still there. It never left. It's just been waiting. Nobody said it out loud, but I felt it in every room. The weight of names before mine, the shadow of what I had to become. They never said be careful, they never said stay small, but somehow I learned the boundaries without being told at all. I just wanted to run down the street like I was free, but freedom felt selfish when legacy was watching me. I just wanted to run down the street like I was free, but freedom felt selfish when legacy was watching me. Give me the confidence they forgot to give, to walk outside freely, to choose how to live, not as a name, not as a legacy's child, just a girl on the street running wild. All I needed was someone to say, you are enough, exactly this way. My siblings felt it too, we carried it together. The unspoken rules that bound us like a tether, not from cruelty, not from wanting us small, but the weight of greatness is heaviest of all when it lands on children who just wanna play, who just want to exist without earning their place. I love them for what they built and left behind, but I grieve for the girl who got left in the bind. I love them for what they built and left behind, but I grieved for the girl who got left in the bind. Give me the confidence they forgot to give, to walk outside freely, to choose how to live, not as a name, not as a legacy's child, just a girl on the street running wild. All I needed was someone to say, you are enough, exactly this way. Before she'd had enough, I was always enough. I just needed someone to tell me first, I was always enough. I just needed someone. We lived in a small home on the corner of the street, where the whole world walked past, and we watched from our seat, a window in the corner, our most sacred fight. Who gets to sit there today? Who gets the view tonight? We didn't know that window was a gift, that the street below would one day just be a dream we missed. The new house was ours, but it never felt like home. You can own 4 walls, but still feel alone. Home wasn't the building, home was the fight over who sits in the corner and watches the night. Home was the corner, the street, the view. Home was the window, home was you. They told us in advance, gave us time to prepare, but nobody warned us what we'd leave behind there. Not just a building, not just a town, but the version of us before life came down. The new house stood waiting, hereditary and tall, but it echoed with silence down every hall. The new house was ours, but it never felt like home. You can own 4 walls, but still feel alone. Home wasn't the building, home was the fight over who sits in the corner and watches the night. Home was the corner, the street, the view. Home was the window, home was you. Sometimes I close my eyes and I'm back on that street. Small home on the corner, my siblings and me. Someone is laughing, someone is pushing for space, fighting for the window, fighting for a place. I lose every fight just to be back in that race. Save me a seat at the window, fighting for the window, fighting for our place. I lose every fight just to be back in that race. Save me a seat at the window. Save me a seat at the window. Save me a seat at the window. Oh, yeah. She never knew the weight she carried till the weight was suddenly gone. She never knew who kept her standing till she had to stand alone. The sea came in like it had been waiting, cold and wide and unafraid, and she went under like a question that nobody ever stayed to answer. No map, no shore, no warning given, just open water, just her name, just the echo of the dream that saw her coming before she even came. She's been swimming, oh, she's been swimming, arms on fire and lungs half full. Every time she starts to go under, your head up. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Her body speaks a language now of exhaustion, every muscle memory of pain. She's been swimming longer than most people ever have to swim in their whole lives. And the ones who try to reach her had their own tides to survive. So she learned the water's rhythm, not graceful, not pretty, just alive. Torn apart but still in motion, broken open, still afloat. Not because the sea got kinder, but she refused to let it own her throat. She's been swimming, Lord, she's been swimming. Arms on fire and lungs half full. Every time she starts to go under, something pulls, not the shark, not a hand, not a promise, just a whisper, thinnest thread. Not yet, not yet, keep your head up. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Her body says enough now. Her body says lie down, but her mind says one more minute, and her soul says don't you drown, because somewhere in the distance, past the water, past the weight, there's a day that keeps on waiting, and it whispers, I'll be worth the wait. Just one more stroke, one more breath, one more fight. Not yet, she's still swimming. Daddy, she's still swimming. Daddy, 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 she's still swimming. We came to a place we had never lived, but somehow it already knew our name. Our forefathers had walked these very streets and left a legacy we had to claim. They welcomed us like we had never left, but inside I was still on that corner street, acknowledged by strangers, known before arrival, but my heart was still fighting for somewhere to be. But my heart was still fighting for somewhere. I belonged to two places at once. One I was given, one I had to let go. Roots in a place I never planted, grief for a home only I seem to know. They knew my grandfather's name when I walked through the door, but nobody knew what I'd left on that floor. The new connection inspirations grew slowly like vines, wrapping around what the old home left behind. I was building a present with yesterday's hands, learning to love what I didn't quite understand. They saw a family returning to roots. They didn't see a child with a suitcase. Soon as I belonged to two places at once, one I was given, one I had to let go. Roots in a place I never planted, grief for a home only I seem to know. He knew my grandfather's name when I walked through the door, but nobody knew what I'd left on that floor. Belonging is complicated when your heart lives in two places. When the welcome mat is warm, but you're still seeing other faces. I was grateful and I was grieving, both true at the very same time. Acknowledged by everyone around me, but still searching for what was mine. Thank you for knowing my name. I just wish I knew where I belong. Thank you for knowing my name. I just wish I knew where I belonged. Let me tell you something nobody heard. Something that lived so long in my throat I forgot it was a word. Something I swallowed every morning with my coffee and my smile. Something I've been carrying for more than just a while. I have been the shore when everyone needed land. I have been the quiet when the world got out of hand. I have been the swimmer in the middle of the sea. I have been everything to everyone, but when was I just me? I carried every broken piece before they hit the floor. I held the weight, I held the door, I held my breath and held some more. And nobody ever asked what I was holding for. Nobody ever asked what I was holding for. But something in my chest said, enough. Something in my bones said, stop. Something in the deepest part of me said, you have given everything you've got. Stop, just stop. I need my own time. I don't know how much, I don't know till when, but I need it like breathing. I need it like air, not borrowed, not stolen, not squeezed in somewhere, not the leftover minutes, not the scraps of the day, just mine, just mine. Is that okay? I entered every new world, still bleeding from the last. I smiled at every stranger while I'm haunted by the past. I perform the whole performance every single day, beautiful on the outside while I'm quietly falling away. And the voice inside kept knocking on the door, saying, girl, you've been so busy being needed, you forgot what you were for. And something in my chest said, enough. Something in my body said, stop. Something in the place I hid myself said, I am not just what you've got. Stop, just stop. I need my own time. I don't know how much, I don't know till when, but I need it like breathing. I need it like Lord who has been the shore for me, who has held the weight for me, who has said, rest now, I've got you, who has said, just breathe, just be. I have been strong for so long, strong for so long, strong for so long that I forgot. Strong was never meant to be permanent. Strong was never meant to be the whole of me. Stop, just stop. I need my own time. I don't know how much, I don't know till when, but I need it like breathing. I need it like air, not borrowed, not stolen, not squeezed in somewhere. Just mine, oh, oh, just mine, just mine. Is that too much? Just mine. Is that too much? I just need time. That's all. Just time. She didn't cry. She didn't rage. She just understood. Finally, completely alone. She stayed so they could have both swallowed every word, so their table would be whole. She gave us silence as a gift they never knew she'd given. She paid the price in private, so their childhood could be golden. And when they finally spoke, with voices she had given them, they turned those voices toward her and said, you should have spoken up. And she wanted to say, I know, but if I had, you wouldn't be who you are today. And I couldn't give you that world, I just couldn't. You come into this world alone, you carry what you carry alone. You love and give and break alone, and you leave alone, you leave alone. She always knew this, she just needed a lifetime to stop pretending otherwise, to stop waiting for someone to notice what the silence caused, to stop hoping that love given freely would find its way back. You come alone, you go alone, and everything in between is yours. She had no anger left, no tears, no words to defend the decades she had spent protecting them from knowing what staying cost her. She just sat with it, the way you sit with something too large to move and too true to argue with. This is how it is, this is how it always was. And she was too tired to wish it otherwise. Not failure, not defeat, just the quiet arrival of a truth she had always known was waiting for her. You come into this world alone, you carry what you carry alone. You love and give and break alone, and you leave alone, you leave alone. She always knew this, she just needed a lifetime to stop pretending otherwise, to stop waiting for someone to notice what the silence caused, to stop hoping that love given freely would find its way back. You come alone, you go alone, and everything in between is yours. Nobody tells you this when you are young. Nobody says the love you give may never come back labeled, may never arrive wearing your name. Nobody says the sacrifices nobody sees are still sacrifices, still real, still yours. Nobody says you can do everything right and still end up holding it alone. But she knows now. She knows. You come into this world alone. You carry what you carry alone. You love and give and break alone, and you leave alone. You leave alone. She didn't fail. She loved completely, silently, alone, and that was enough.
Listen to voices that have never been heard. Subscribe to The Layered Silence.